Hello guys, welcome back once again. So in this video, we'll be looking at how to remove duplicates and also identify missing values in our data using Microsoft Excel. So what are duplicates? Duplicates are like having the same person listed more than once in your report. If you're analyzing a sales data, then a customer name was recorded more than once by mistake. With that duplicate in your data, this can confuse your results. So with the remove duplicate feature in Microsoft Excel, you can fix that. Also, what are missing values? Missing values are like blanks in your data, whereby some information that was supposed to be filled were not filled. Let's assume you have a table for customers, then the customer's email or address is missing. That is a missing value. So today we'll be looking at how we can identify those missing values and also how we can remove duplicate from our data.
So we started with how to remove duplicate first. And what do I mean by duplicate? I mean values that appeared more than once in our data. So looking at this data that we have here, we have a table containing some record about some people, their names, their email, the date they purchased a certain goods, and the amount they paid in purchasing that good. But you notice something, we have over 50 records here. So in this table here, we have some people, their record appeared more than once. Look at Alice Smith. This is Alice Smith here. We have Alice Smith again somewhere around here. Alice Smith again here. The same record. We also have Alice Smith again. If you scroll down, 40. She appeared more than, you have her here again. So her record appeared more than once. I mean, she only have still the same thing. This is eating up space. Where it should have just contained a single row is taking up to 4 rows, the same data, repetitions. And this would eat up space where we should have something else filling. We are having the same record appearing over and over again. It doesn't make sense, right? So you have a data like this that contains duplicates. There are ways you can remove them. So I will be showing us 2 ways you can remove data. Is either you remove data based on, in a specific column, or you remove data duplicate on the entire table where you have records appearing more than once. So from this table, what if I want to just remove the duplicate in the name column alone? The name column. All I have to do is just highlight the whole table, then go to my data tab. Inside the data tools group, click on the remove duplicate command. So you have this dialog box. The only column I want to remove duplicate from is the name column. So all I have to do is just uncheck all. Uncheck all. Then let's hit OK and send. Now this did now. It removed duplicate from all the table. So where Alice Smith's record was appearing more than once, it removed those duplicates and only left us with just a single row containing details or record for Alice Smith alone, and same thing for every other person. Now imagine 50 rows of data with duplicates reduced now to 20. Just 20. Now we have enough space to do other things. So that's not what I want to do. And if I only want to remove data from the name column itself, I only want to remove duplicate from this column alone. So if you want to do that, maybe you have a data you only want to remove duplicate from that column alone, all you have to do is just select the column you want to work with. Then select the data tab, and in your data tools group, click on remove duplicate. Remove duplicate dialog box. The warning dialog box appears. So it's asking you, what do you want to do? So it says Excel notice that you have some data near your selection. Do you want to expand the selection, or you want to continue with the current selection? What I want to do is to continue with the current selection, because that is the only column I want to remove duplicate from. I don't want it to affect the remaining columns. So I'll just come here and click on continue with the current selection, and I'll hit remove duplicates. So we have this remove duplicate dialog box that appears again, and you can see that the name column has been checked. Now just make sure that my data has header. That's if you we selected the whole column. If you are highlighting the whole range and you know that you have headers in the range you're highlighting, make sure that this box is checked. So I'll just hit OK. You can see it's 21 duplicate values found and removed. Okay, so you can see all the duplicates have been removed from just this column alone. It didn't affect the remaining ones. It did not. So Ctrl Z. So going back to the one I did before this, if I want to remove duplicate from all the, we've done it before, Ctrl Shift. Maybe I just select the name column again, and I come here to my data tab. In the data tools group, I click on remove duplicate. So now I'm saying I want to expand the selection, because why? I want to remove duplicate from all the whole table. Expand selection, leave it like this, then remove duplicates, and all these are checked. But now I want to remove it based on where the name column, because the names we have record of some people appearing more than once. So I'll uncheck all, and I'll work with the name column alone. Then I'll hit OK. All the duplicates based on this column. Alright, so that's that on removing duplicate from our data. So the next thing we're looking at is how to identify missing values. How to identify missing values. So we have a table here. You notice, if you look at this table very well, we have some spaces in some columns, some empty cells, in some columns. So what if you have millions of data? Millions of data. How do you know that you have blank cells or you have missing values in them? So we're looking at 4 ways to do that. The number one we're going to check is using is trying to find these empty cells, find these blank cells. And how do we do that? Use the Ctrl plus F to bring out the find and replace dialog box. So Ctrl F. So I have this. First, let me just highlight the whole table. Ctrl Shift rightward downwards. Scroll back. So Ctrl Shift. Just delete this. Delete this. Okay. So Ctrl Shift rightward downwards. Then Ctrl F. So I have this find and replace dialog box. What do you want to find? I want to find blank cells. Blank cells. Blank cells. So I will just, since it's blank, I won't type in anything. Now hit find all. So you notice we have another, a field here showing us the book we are on, the sheet we are on, and also the cells that we are working with. So we have the cells that we are working with. We have, it's showing us, okay, currently this cell is active, this is empty. F4, this is empty. So if you scroll down, you get to see all the cells that are empty. All the cells that are empty. All. So what if you want to find cells that contains NA? You can just come and hit and type in NA. Then all you have to do is, okay, find all. Then to show you place that contains, now it's bringing, you can see this is NA, this particular column has NA. So to bring out all the cells that has the NA, only if you highlighted only where the data is. Okay, so that's that on using Ctrl F to find where you have blank spaces. So now way you can do this is to use the Ctrl G to find blanks. What do I mean? Highlight all your data, then Ctrl G. So you have the go to dialog box. Then I'll come here and I'll click on special. So what do I want? I want to find just blanks. I'll click on blanks. Then I'll hit OK. So can you see that all the blank cells have been highlighted? Everywhere we have blanks have been highlighted. Blanks have been highlighted. Blanks. So this way you get to see all your blank cells. Another way you can do this is using the filter button. How? Don't forget I taught us how to do some filtering. So for you to get your filtering button on each beside your headers, you can just select anywhere in your cell on your data. Go to either your data tab and click on filter, or just use the shortcut or short command Ctrl Shift L. Do this, Ctrl Shift L, and I'll have this. So you can just use this filter button to check if you have blanks or NA. We don't have anyone here. Come here to name. Let's check. We don't have anyone here. So come to email. So let's scroll down. So you can see we have blanks. It shows we have blanks here. So I can just uncheck all, then check the blanks and hit OK. So it will filter the data, showing me all the records that have blanks in the email column. Can you see that? So to unfilter, Control Shift L to unfilter, Control Shift L to bring back my filter button. So same thing for date. So you can see we have some columns containing NA and blank. So I'll just do the same thing for them. Uncheck all and check both ones. So you get to see records of people that have they don't have anything in the date column, and we have NA too. So same thing for amounts too. So you can use your filter button to also know blanks, cells that contains blank, or cells that contain what you are looking for. So Control Shift L to unfilter all. So what next can we use to get or know cells that are empty? We use the Excel function is blank to do this. So if I want to, let's say I want to work with the amount column, I want to know columns that cells in this column that are empty, that contain blanks. All I have to do is just equal to is blank. So what this function would do, it would return true if a cell in this column for amount is blank, and return false if it contains something. So I'll click on this blue box, and the only argument it takes is just a single argument, the cell you are working with. I'll hit enter and I'll fill down. So can you see now they're saying false here because why? This does not contain a blank. Anywhere you see true, it means that cell is blank. There's nothing there. Anywhere you see true, you see that cell is blank. Where you see false, it contains something. So these are the ways you can know or find empty cells or cells with missing values in your data in Microsoft Excel. So in our next video, we'll be looking at how to handle these missing values. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Do well to like, share, and hit the subscribe button. Please don't forget to practice, because your practicing bets your perfection. Thank you.